Yeah. Exactly, Landon Hall. Hopefully, I won't be able to just pull lap times out of my ass. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull out a good position from my ass, because we're not the fastest this week. In fact, we're probably a mid-pack car at best. I'm going to try to work my way up. We're starting pretty good, though. A lot better than I thought we'd be starting. I had one of my best laps of the week in qualifying. Hopefully this will all work out. Hopefully the good starting spot will help us out.
100 laps, you can hear me okay, correct?
Yep.
Okay, we're good to go. Pace car's off. Going. Outside corner. Outside all the way up the top, the number 2 car. Outside you're at his door. Outside even, a lane higher. Outside clear. Clear all around.
I think our start ever. Up top.
That was quick.
Hello, Kevin.
You're no kidding.
I was up against the wall, Kevin.
Like, what even happened on that start? Like, I had to swerve just not to kill the guy in front of me.
I shall go back and see what happened.
Try to jump the third, I guess, I don't know.
Alright.
I felt like a typical Michigan restart.
We gotta win it on lap 1, boys. That's right. Oh, Rutgers Kev just wrecked, apparently.
I don't really know what you're doing. Put your nose there anyway. It's ridiculous. It's taken out in the half of the corner.
No, he came up into the car that was all the way against the wall and he just barely got tagged.
It's just a little great common sense.
Oh, Kevin did?
Well, he supposedly
Am I
left
gonna
the
get
guy
to
on the
watch
top
that
room, but it
3-minute
wasn't
video
enough for the guy to
tomorrow,
squeeze by. So so Kevin was kind of forcing him up into the wall, and he got tagged by the I don't know which car that is. It's some kind of black car.
Actually, I don't
It's
have
the number 16. He got tagged by the
I
16.
think I can fix it.
Oh, okay.
He knew he was there. But he was like squeezing him up against the wall to the point where the 16 didn't actually have enough room to get by without touching something.
Okay. Seems like he'd have plenty of room at Michigan, but whatever.
Well, maybe the 16 would get by if it was Jimmy Johnson, but you can't expect a normal iRacing driver to be able to squeeze by in a gap like that, because it's barely just wide enough for his car.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen what you're talking about, but I don't know. This track seems wide enough where you can make it through without incident.
I'll remind you post-race and we'll take a look at it.
Yep.
Only 453 optional.
Why me? Kevin is pissed. He was just talking. Not our Kevin, Rutgers Kev. But yeah, he was pretty annoyed at whoever he wrecked with there, apparently.
You're not going to be pitting, right?
No. We didn't even do a full lap, so why would I pit?
I'm just going to quickly, for 15 seconds, step away, get my phone charger, because I need that for the race.
Oh, okay.
Do any of you guys ever have connection issues in just this series? No, not me personally.
Okay, I'm back.
Sounds good.
Past 3 weeks I've had
No balls.
connection
I mean, that's
issues
just
in this series.
silly
Run
to
flat
pit
run
on
fixed,
lap 1.
all week long and no issues.
Unless I wanna
Doing this, my meters are going
Unless I
crazy.
want to, like, give myself a real
Full
challenge
field.
and start from the back, but why would I want to do that?
Usually those races are not full field.
Hey, jumping.
Yeah, makes sense. Just gets frustrating.
I think
Past 2 weeks,
so,
I've blacked out races,
Tubbsy.
but just in this series.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to fix it? Maybe a new router?
He hasn't raced in a few weeks.
It's hard to tell what the problem. I mean, it could be your internet, it could be your computer too.
It's good to see him back. Not in this series, anyway.
Maybe try going to car textures.
Are we on
And,
2 to go, or where are we?
2 to go.
Some details, see if that helps.
I'm locked at 84 FPS on, I think it's maxed out settings. I don't think it's visually. It has to be internet related, I would think.
You know, what's it called, vertical sync or whatever it is, there, that might be on its cap.
It's possible. I need to check that.
It's much easier to troubleshoot a computer problem than a network problem. That's why I was suggesting things to try like that first.
Last week on Watkins Glen, I mean, it just shot straight to red, I mean, without warning at all. And then it took me forever to get back in the room, and when I did, I was several laps down, didn't even bother running in it. But all the other, you know, Google, Yahoo, everything else worked.
What's your upload and download?
I think download is 10 megs. I'm not sure what my upload is.
Apparently the 24 car was on that,
Yeah,
too.
upload
So,
really
I guess that was a bigger wreck than we thought it was.
What?
10 should be plenty good enough as far as that goes.
Yeah, 10 should be.
1 to go, by the way.
Like, where are you close to Massachusetts? Far away, or whatever?
That's something to analyze post-race. I only looked at Kevin because someone said Kevin in chat, but we'll take a look after the stream.
Oh, okay.
After the race, that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hard to tell.
Got Time Warner. I mean, I've never really had issues with any other games. It's just this particular series. I don't know.
I got Time Warner too.
I found your problem.
Solved the problems a while back. Just not real fast internet, but it's pretty reliable, at least here.
Man.
Yeah, I agree. If I start lagging around you guys, just let me know. I'll gladly pull off.
I guess don't run out of talent in the wheels here.
There goes the engine. See you Sunday. I may not make it around. I'll be on the apron. Hopefully it doesn't throw across.
Pace car is off.
Kevin, it's getting black flag you, bro. Come on.
Going. All clear.
And you said it. Hopefully it doesn't black flag. Passing that side, so hopefully it wouldn't.
Outside at his corner. Clear. Outside corner. Outside at his door. Outside almost even, he's all the way up. He's a lane higher than you currently, even. Still even with the 4. He's slightly higher in the next lane. Corner. Clear. Outside corner, a lane higher. Outside door. 3rd lane. Outside even, a lane higher. Still even outside, slightly higher, half a car width.
Didn't know it was going to be 3 wide.
Outside with his door. Outside he's on your corner, clear.
Yeah, if we can make Busa fall back early, we might put him in a bad spot later on, too. So, we gotta take away his track position as soon as possible, in my opinion.
Outside of his door, he's a lane higher. Outside even, lane higher. Still outside, 1 lane higher. He came down a little bit. He's a car width higher. Almost clear, not quite clear now.
I'm just gonna try and focus on saving the tires right now. I'm not gonna race Ari too aggressively.
Okay.
I didn't even mean to pass the 5 there. I was just kind of following him and lazily, and kind of just drifted to his side. The next thing I knew, I was alongside him.
Outside corner. Outside of his door, he's a lane higher. Outside even, 1 lane higher. Clear, P1.
Well, apparently I lied. I didn't mean to.
Inside at your corner. Inside still at your corner. Inside door. Inside even, all the way at the bottom. Well, 2nd lane. Clear all around if you want to come down. Inside corner. Inside at your door. Inside almost even. You're gaining on him. Still at your corner, clear.
I feel like I'm gaining time on Ari through the center of the corner, but I just can't get a run going.
You seem to be pulling away from Busa, so good job so far.
Thank you.
So much for being off the pace, right?
Yeah. I guess I wasn't so bad after all. Still got a long race to drive though.
Yep.
Luckily, I was able to hold off Busa on the outside too.
Service God wants to know whether you've saved some tyre for the end of the run.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm hoping will happen here. Because Ari seems to be driving it deeper into the corner than I am, and I'm lifting pretty early. So, that's kind of the goal.
Damn, well.
That was close.
No kidding. Trying a little too hard there. Trying a little too hard to stay in the gas through 3 and 4. And just got loose. I don't know why I tried that. I guess I thought it could stick, and obviously it didn't. So I thought I was going to hit the wall first, and then I reacted to that, and then I had to counter steer, and I made the snap correction.
Right rear fender seems to be bent slightly based on the wiggly line from the stripe on the bottom, but there's no other visual damage apart from that.
Yeah, that's fucked up because I didn't hit anything.
That's iRacing for you.
Yeah, gotta love that net code.
I see that you've been taking it easy since then though, because your lap times have dropped by about 2/10.
No, I'm just sucking right now. I'm getting tight.
Oh my god, there's another t-shirt.
Holy shit, I just got loose in the straight up.
Oh, I'm working on letting you go. I'm lifting.
No, I didn't know it was in there.
Yeah, he's just like 1/10 of a second faster than me right now.
Your lap times were in the 4s, 39, 475 before that slip up, and ever since you've been in the 60s, 63, 62, 67 was the last one.
What lap did I have that slip on? I'm just curious.
20, between 20 I think, 20 or 21.
Oh,
20 I
okay.
believe.
So it was
I would
like
go.
15 or 16 green flag laps.
I would go and take a look, but I don't want to leave now considering Booster is so close.
Yeah.
Thank you, 23. Appreciate the extra room there, but
Lucky Maxer in chat says it was lap 21.
Okay.
Inside at your corner, all the way on the bottom on the apron. Inside at your door. Coming up to you. Right beside you, even. Still even on the bottom, 1 lane lower. You're at his door. Corner. Still not cleared. Coming back at him, even. Still there, even. Clear on Booster, but you've got the 2 on the inside, even with you. Clear.
that was on this bad, Jeremy. Thing you like now.
Outside door, even. Clear.
I don't know what happened to him. He just had a big slip up.
Inside at your corner, a lane lower. He's even. Inside. Clear.
And we're gonna stop in a couple of laps here, just FYI.
Want to go for 33?
Yep. I think that's gonna be the way to go. Actually, I think that's what most everybody's gonna be doing. Yeah, next time by, we're gonna stop. Four tires and fuel, the usual. Three-car
Okay,
pitting,
so-
three-car pitting.
This time.
How was that on a caution?
Four tires, 15.3 gallons.
Yep, sounds good. Oh, I thought I was gonna slide to the box. Bose slid through his stall.
Pit again, pit
I
again.
saw that.
Someone's riding
I'm
the
getting
wall
right.
up there. I don't know who it is. I think it's actually Busa.
Can't be, he's right behind me.
It was a 4 car. It was a 4 car.
Okay. Well, that is Busa then.
He was up against the wall and he was doing a burnout afterwards, so I don't know whether that's a glitch or whether that actually happened to him. What was his stop?
Check it out.
13.3. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You're all clear, by the way. Sorry.
We got ahead of Bose there. Because he slid through his stall, like I said. So that's good.
Pitting, pitting.
We're not fit in section.
I think I was one of the first ones to stop, I guess, wasn't I?
Yeah, along with the FedEx car, which I think is Bose.
Yeah. He was actually ahead of us, so we jumped him there. It's like I said, he... I think it was the third time I said this, but he slid through his box. So we're all good. Hopefully we'll just stay clean and green for a while.
Pitting.
Right front was the worst, of course. 65, 65, and 67.
Well, that's not too bad, actually.
man.
That's better than all my practice runs, actually. So we're looking pretty good.
Lap 38, sorry, 35 was your best. 38.844, and the yellow's out.
Really?
I'm staying out, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, every time I pit.
We're going around the pace car here.
I didn't mean to get into you there early in that run 19, but I was down there.
There's cars on the back stretch.
Save fuel when you get up to them, it might make a difference later on.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a fuel strategy race, to be honest with you.
You never know, it never hurts to save a little bit.
No, but I just don't see it happening. I mean, from here you can go to pretty much lap 70 and be good. If it stayed green to the end, theoretically. Did you see what that 27 car did right before the caution came out? He pitted from like the middle of the track. He was in the middle of the racing surface and he just stopped, and that's when he decided to go to pit road. No warning over voice chat or anything. He just stopped in the middle of the track and decided, hey, I'm gonna pit.
Was that the blue car? I think
Yeah.
it was blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blue Pepsi Chevy with yellow numbers.
Excuse me. Yeah. It's lucky it was lucky it was me and not somebody else. It was somebody else who might have wrecked. You know, some of these guys in here, they only see like what's 10 feet in front of them.
That yellow came out, by the way, because Michael Duell got tagged by someone back in the pack.
Oh.
I've got a note of all these cautions, of course, so we'll be able to take a look at the wrecks post-race.
Yeah, Service Scout, we're doing pretty good tonight. I didn't say this was one of my worst tracks, though. I just said we didn't have speed in qualifying. I mean, I've done pretty well here in the past. Well, not well, but like average, I guess. It's not one of my better tracks, definitely, but it's not one of my worst tracks either. I reserve that for like really bad tracks for me. I reserve that honor for some other tracks.
Are we still pacing or 2 to green?
2 to green.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Did I? I probably did.
You say a lot of things, and most of them recently have ended up on t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, I contradict myself all the time. The more I watch back my videos, the more I realize I just keep contradicting myself over and over.
Musa currently is 22nd.
Yeah, he was starting to have some issues when I got up to him. Maybe he
Well,
just decided to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, after you.
I don't know, maybe he just figured he'd go ahead and pit and get 4 fresh ones, and it might help later in the run or something.
Well, he is the 4 car, and when you pitted, I said that he was having some kind of weird glitch on pit road. He was up against the wall, and then he started doing a burnout. So I guess I don't know whether he missed his box and gave up. I don't know when we'll take a look at the replay. But he was up against the wall, then he started reversing, then kind of started doing a burnout in his pit box.
Oh. I've had that happen before. He probably got stuck against the wall, and he tried to reverse to get to his box, and it wouldn't go. It would just wheel hop. I've had that happen once before, actually.
That must have been it.
Yeah. Well, we forced him into a mistake, so he won't be a problem for a while.
Are we going green this time, or one more lap?
Yeah, we're going green right now, actually.
Okay.
We kind of catch the field here, guys.
Pace car is off. Going. Inside at your door. Inside even with you, he's on the bottom lane. Inside, you're at his corner. Clear. Inside door. There's a car width lower if you need it. Inside even, you've got the run. Gaining on him, inside even. Clear. Inside at your door, it's coming back. Inside even. There's a car width lower, all the way at the bottom now. Lane lower, inside even. Still a lane lower, inside even. Car width between you, inside even, you're gaining on him. Clear. Coming back at the bottom at your corner. Door. Even with you. Car width lower. In the first lane, even with you. Lane lower, even. In the second lane, even. You're gaining on him. Is at your corner. Clear. That's it, come down. Inside corner.
Fighting hard for a second.
Inside door. Inside corner, he's a lane lower, second lane. Inside even, second lane.
Who will prevail?
Inside door. Corner, clear.
Whew.
All clear. That took a while.
Who says he can't pass on the outside? Well, I'm sure that just killed 3 laps worth of tires late in the run. But we gotta save extra hard now.
It's pretty fun though.
Oh yeah. That's always enjoyable. You see all that wheel spin I had at the start? That was pretty bad.
On my screen you only slipped a little bit, it didn't look too severe. But then again, the replay cam that I have seems to not be so accurate in terms of slipping and hitting things.
Not sucking up next time, guys. Fix your connection something.
Sorry, your internet just crashed.
Well, it'd be nice if you guys would say something.
You are blinking, but it's intermittent. Sometimes you are, sometimes you are quite a bit.
It's warping.
Nothing. Oh, God. We're gonna do some bad things to the right rear.
I thought Ryan was in a Ford, he's currently in a Toyota.
I mean, there's no reason he can't drive both.
Yeah, of course not. I was just thinking that, you know, like you stick to one car through the season. It's just strange seeing him in something else.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that actually. Most of the guys that I notice that do that usually run real life schemes too.
The Toyotas seem to be pretty strong here at Michigan, though. Earlier we had a top 3 made up of purely Toyotas.
How about that?
Halfway. Looking inside, still clear. Inside corner, door, even. Another one coming. Inside even, the 5 car. There's a line lower. All the way on the bottom, the 5 car. Two's coming on the bottom, second lane. 12 coming on the bottom, also in the second lane, even. Clear. .25 corner, even, 2 lanes lower. Second lane clear.
Well,
Wreck in front of you. He's held onto it. Okay, we're all good. All clear. 7 all the way on the bottom. Second lane. Even. Even with the 7.
Good save. Not sure why you're blocking on lap 53, but good save nonetheless.
Still even with the 7. Car with lower.
oh, we're just getting freight trained.
Even with the 19. Right beside you. 19 all the way on the bottom. Even. The 8 car even with you. Second lane. All clear. I would say stay on the bottom now because we're just getting wrecked on the outside. Inside door. Inside even with the 8. At the door of the 8, clear. 31 coming on the inside, still clear for the time being. 31 at your door, even with you. All the way on the bottom, you can move down if you want it. 6 even with you.
Well, this freight train is just unbelievable.
15 coming, even with you. A lane lower, he's in the second lane. At the 15's door. Gaining on him, even with the 15. 3 wide outside. 3 wide, 2 cars inside. Still 3 wide. Watch the 6. Okay, all clear. 18 coming all the way on the bottom. 18 at your corner on the bottom. Even with the 6 on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside. 3 wide outside. Watch these guys. 3 wide outside. Clear. 18 in the second lane. At the door of the 18. Even with the 18 gaining on him. 18's at your corner. Clear. 18 in the second lane. Even with you. At the 18's door. At his corner. Corner of the 18 clear. Come down if you want it. Jeff Gordon behind you. All clear. Outside at his corner. Outside door gaining on him. Outside even with the 18. Is at your corner, 18 on the outside. Not quite clear. 18's coming back at your door. 18 even with you. Is a lane higher. Still even with the 18. Still even with the 18. Is at your door. Still just about there. Corner, he's coming back. Door.
I'm gonna go towards the wall up in the front of the road. So low and up there, Nick.
Is at your corner. Clear. All clear.
Now I'm annoyed. That was the dumbest freight train I've ever been a part of there.
I don't think I've ever spoken for so long in any of these races. So it seems the outside only works if you have fresh tires. Later on you just get wrecked.
Yeah.
We have time though. We can get back up there. We have the speed.
We had the speed. Now we've lost track position and good tires. Destroyed my tires by running that hard so early.
We'll get it back. It's okay. We still have time. P12.
You know, you just make one little slip up, and then with the way this racing is, like 5 million guys to get to your inside, and you gotta let them all by.
Where were we? Second or third? I think second, right?
Yeah. And then one guy passed us, and then the train came, and all of a sudden I lost 10 spots. Because everybody's on top of each other for no reason.
Oh, 5 laps to go until we pit, so just hold in there.
Well,
for
first I only fell to like 7th, but then that guy spun in front of us, so I checked up, and then I lost like 6 more spots, because I was the only one that checked up, of course. Because nobody ever checks up for wrecks, because they don't mind if they tear their shit up. Because they gotta cold trickle it through every wreck.
On the apron, still clear. He's at your door now. 18, even with you. A lane lower. Car width between you. Clear. Jeff Gordon behind you, but you're clear if you want it. Outside at his corner. Outside at his door. Outside even with the 18.
Thanks, man.
Gaining on him, he's at your corner now. Still not clear. Clear now. He's at your corner. He's coming back. Clear. Inside corner, door. Even with the 18 again. Clear. 11 coming on the inside, corner, door. He's slipping, all clear. Come to the bottom if you want it. Busa behind you. Busa outside corner. Outside door. Corner. Clear outside. Inside corner. Inside even, all the way in the second lane. 11 coming with him. He's at your door in the second lane. Three wide, 2 wide now, 9 car, even.
We're coming in
clear.
this time.
Okay.
We got fucked by track position, so we gotta pit a little earlier.
Thank you.
Alright. This isn't gonna be a good stop.
Sitting in.
Outside 17, clear. Stay on the bottom. All clear now.
I don't know where your pit is, but I don't want to get nervous with you. 31 pitting, 31 pitting.
Outside, even with the 18, a lane higher. Watch out for the 9, he slipped up, you're all good. Outside 9, even. Lane higher. 17 bumped you there. 9, a lane higher. Even, outside. Even with Busa now. All clear, nice.
I don't know what the 9 was thinking there. He just turned dead left and nearly hit us for no reason.
I'm pitting this time,
I think he slipped up there from what I saw.
I'm pitting mine.
I'm surprised so many guys pitted as early as they did, to be honest.
Do you know what the stop was?
65.
Even with the 15 outside, he's at your corner. 2 lanes
Oh, what the
higher,
time
clear.
was?
Yeah,
You know
the
what?
pit stop time.
13.8.
Watch these guys coming up pit road. Even with the 5 on the inside, you're going to clear him. Clear now. Good. Time to cool down a little bit and get refocused.
We really not make it to the pit cycle?
We'll have to see where we come out here.
P12 currently. I know some of the guys. I see David shot. I believe he was behind us, from what I can tell. I think there's still quite a few guys left to pit in front.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Do you want me to go up front and look at one of the guys who you're running against and tell you what he does?
Yeah.
Who would you like, Ryan? Bose?
Whoever's leading, I guess. Like, whoever was leading our group. Follow Ari.
Okay.
I want to see what he does. Because whatever he does, I'll do.
Let me know when the pits are open.
They're open.
Oh well, in that case you just passed them. So I guess stay out.
Yeah, if we stay out, we're going to be disadvantaged big time because we have 5-lap older tires than them, so let's just do 4 tires. No fuel.
Tear off or no tear off?
You can go ahead with it.
I took it off just in case, maybe I'll make them quicker. I guess your windshield, yeah, it's clean, so we'll be okay. How long was that?
13.4. I just didn't want to be disadvantaged. Like, I don't think pitting was honestly the right call, but I didn't want to be on any sort of tire disadvantage. We got screwed by that freight train, unfortunately. Lost a lot of track position, kind of forced my hand.
Well, you've got fresh tires now. A few guys in front of you that we've got to pass, but we've got some time to do it.
Yeah.
No fuel or tear off, and there's still a 13.4. Hashtag blame cap, says service god. But Tubbsy is defending me, he's saying it's an okay stop.
Yeah, I could have a lot worse than a 13.4.
If I could pay real money to get these guys to go to a gym and for them to be getting 11s and 12s, I'd do it. But unfortunately that's not possible.
I was whipping that wheel like a bull, pissed off at some guy riding him for 8 seconds. That kind of sounds like my night in general. Yeah, I don't know where those 12-second stops came from. Got pretty lucky with that, I guess.
Tires are gonna be more burnt out than Britney Spears' music career. Wow. So I guess we'll know where we are when we come by this time, because the next car is supposedly 14th and you're 17th, so there's a 3-car gap.
I'm 15th, actually.
15th now, okay.
I don't know
Just
why,
updated.
but yeah, I don't know why that happened either. It took like a lap to update when it shouldn't have.
Are we one to go?
Yeah.
Alright. So we're gonna have 26 laps to go, 14 positions to make up, so let's get after it. You have fresh tires. I don't think anyone else has as fresh a tires as you do right now from this front pack, so do what you can.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll go green to the end. But no, with my luck now we're gonna have like 5 cautions to end the race.
Pace car's off. Going now, I think, yes. 3 wide on the bottom. 4 wide on the bottom. 4 wide again on the bottom. 3 cars outside, be careful. 3 wide now. 3 wide. Still 3 wide, all clear. You clear now. Slipping in front of you, go low.
Ah!
We were upside down there for a second.
I think we're done.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Starting to find for Denver Hall.
Man. I haven't had a DNF in a while. It's my first one since, well, Michigan last time. That's my first rollover on stream too, by the way. That was fucking stupid. I don't know what happened there. The fucking 18 got loose. Busa gets into him. And I just couldn't avoid it. I did a stupid move by trying to full throttle past it. Exactly, if you're gonna die, do it in style. I don't know why I didn't go more to the right. That was stupid of me. I maybe could have avoided that if I'd just juked to the right. And the 23 had nowhere to go.
Initially I said go low because I figured they were gonna slide up against the wall, but I guess it was too late for you to react.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a good restart there. The outside line just... The 26th on his tires on the outside line got all checked up. The 18 just gets loose because he's below the seam. His left side's below the seam, and that was that.
So, repairs, I doubt they're gonna fix it up before the
No.
race is over.
We're done.
The worst you can get is P27.
That's a shame. I haven't had a DNF in a while. I haven't had a real accident in a while since last real accident I had that ended my race was Charlotte. Oh, Cole Trickle was not with me. Yeah, sorry about that, Kev. I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, that was just unfortunate, but what can you do?
Yeah. 35 minutes required and 2.5 optional. We're done. Sorry.
Do you want the lap numbers for the yellows to look back at the replays?
Sure. You're damn
The first
right.
thing-
damn right, Tubbsy. The luck was definitely not our way. It's that one stupid freight train killed our entire race there. Unfortunately.
It was kind of like a New Hampshire race, I think. It was the last time something like this happened, where we were running up front, and then one thing happens, then we fall back, and then just all shit goes down from there. Because the start of the race was going really well. Much better than I think you expected.
Yeah.
Well, first look back at Kev. That's lap 1, and look at his camera, where he had his incident.
Wow, that was pretty stupid. I don't know what the 16 was thinking, but 20 and I don't know, Kevin was just not paying attention either. But the 16 shouldn't have been there either. That's iRacing for you. But what else was there?
Let me know when you want the next one, because of course the stream is on delay.
Yeah, what was after the first one? 37 or something like that?
Yeah, 37. Actually, before that, if you want to look at your slip up, the lap 21, where you supposedly hit the wall because you had damage, but there was 0 X's. Lap 21, around there.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I was going to hit the wall, and I nearly did, so I was just trying to get the car away from the wall, and it got loose and had a counter steer. Man, oh man, oh man.
So I guess you'll be participating in that late model race you were speaking of earlier?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then lap 37 was the next, the second yellow.
Green flag.
Yeah, Busa quit as well, so he won't be having a good points day either. Actually, I finished in front of him, technically.
Talking of Busa, if you look at lap 33 where you pitted and you look at his camera, see whether it was him getting stuck in the wall or whatever, what happened to him.
Oh yeah, I'll check that out. I can't believe that. It's my first rollover on stream. And as far as I'm aware, first rollover in NIS after like hundreds of races in this series. I don't know. That always just fascinates me. The way that happened, especially. No longer a virgin, yeah. Let's go back a bit, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah, he overshot his box, and then he got too close to the wall, and he got stuck on it, basically. So he had to go forward out of it.
Caution, caution.
It is the 13th, you know, I just remembered.
Oh, it's not Friday the 13th.
What's going on again?
It's only
Yeah, but
Thursday.
Yeah, but 13th overall is, well, for me, it hasn't been the greatest of days. Numbers.
Yeah. What brought out that caution before our wreck? Did you see?
Before you wrecked, or long before, or just before?
Oh, no, I got it. It's the 9 car, he just spun. The 9 car spun exiting pit road, and that's what brought out the caution before the big wreck. We got rolled over because some guy couldn't exit pit road properly. That's all it comes down to.